Anyways, where were we? That's right. Manufacturing consent for Palantir and World War III. Because you see, there's this famous Google keyword trend. If you look at when the words racist and homophobe and all these other woke words skyrocketed into our national lexicon, it was coincidentally just a coincidence, right when Occupy Wall Street started taking off and gaining traction. And therein lies the capital T truth. The bankers have always been at the top of the pyramid because the money has always been the foundation upon which all of society is built. And the base layer of every conspiracy, every power structure, every world changing event, it all comes back to money. Kennedy started printing United States notes, dead. Back to Federal Reserve notes, thank you very much. Hitler, among many other crazy ideas, kicked the European central bankers out. That was never part of the plan, dead. Muammar Gaddafi, gold-backed currency, dead. Occupy Wall Street, holding the banks accountable for their crimes. Well, they couldn't exactly just dead thousands of regular Americans all around the country, but conveniently they didn't have to. There's more than one way to skin a threat to global financial domination. And one of the best ways is to divide people with culture wars and get them to just fight each other. Divide and rule. It's a tale as old as time. If the people need an enemy, they will provide one. And sometimes that means providing a boogeyman, like the Nazis or the commies or the terrorists or the immigrants. This is especially effective because all of these groups are actual threats. They are actually our enemies in an immediately understandable way. But they are not exactly the enemies of our overlords. In fact, they are often created by our overlords to fulfill this exact role. Just look up the Mujahideen. Ask Google a couple hard questions about who funds ISIS. Toot around on Twitter looking for info on who funded all the illegal immigration, and you'll see your pattern again. And in between all the big bad boogeymen, it never hurts to have a couple extra things to squabble about. Plenty of things people disagree on that they can easily be encouraged to fight over, like red versus blue, or gay versus straight, or white versus black. Just whatever you do, pay no attention to the Federal Reserve, which is not federal and has no reserves. Just don't talk about the bankers funding both sides of every war. Definitely don't get too curious about what started each war, or you might wind up